Y estamos en directo en YouTube también. Y ahora le tengo que avisar a todo el mundo que estamos en directo. Espera un momento, Ludmila les va a contar un chiste por ahora.
No, chiste no. Yo no soy muy buena con chistes.
Bueno, ¿qué vamos a hacer?
Soy muy dramática. ¿Qué vamos a hacer?
Muy bien.
Estamos contentos que podemos compartir con ustedes. Y de pronto vamos a seguir con las secuencias.
Y ahora llegamos y empezamos el live. So today, tangueros, we are going to do a fake Colgada. Why a fake Colgada? Because it looks like a Colgada, but it's not a real Colgada. So a Colgada, as you know, is when we do things like going away from each other, so out of the axis. Let's say, for example, this is a Colgada. And what we're going to do today looks like a Colgada, but it's not really a Colgada. I mean, you can do it like in a Colgada format, but not necessarily. So you don't need to know how to perfectly do Colgadas in order to do this figure or the sequence we are going to do today. But we are going to build it up step by step. So first of all, you know, we are doing these live streamings at the moment twice a week. I say at the moment because there are going to be some weeks that we are not going to be able to do that, but normally once or twice a week. And if we don't do it 1 or 2 weeks, then we will come back. So we don't have in mind to stop doing it for now. So if you want to get notified about the next live streaming, the date, the time, the topic, the direct link for the live streaming, we let everyone know all this through our email list at UniversiTango.com. UniversiTango.com, it's an opt-in page. You go there, you type your email, enter, and you're in, and it's for free. That's it. In the chat here and in the description of the video on YouTube, you have the direct link to our opt-in page to join our email list at UniversiTango.com. We also have a Telegram channel, and the Telegram channel is also for free. It's even faster than the email list. The email list is like, joining the email list like 20 seconds. Telegram is like probably 10 seconds. So if you go to Telegram and you look for UniversiTango, you're going to find it. And you have also the direct link here in the chat of the YouTube transmission, live streaming. In the description of the video, you're going to find the link to the email list. So, and then of course follow us on Instagram, it's UniversiTango, Telegram is UniversiTango, Facebook fan page UniversiTango, YouTube UniversiTango. Subscribe to our channel, it's also for free. Write a comment, share this video, it's for free for everyone. So now let's start. We want to do a kind of first before we start with this topic, we have to answer to a question. There was a question in the last live streaming that I wanted to answer to today because it's a very interesting question. The question is, I think it's Robert wrote this question, and I will let him know that we answer here. I posted it also on social media. It's a very interesting topic because I told last time that it's possible to start with a backward ocho to the man's right side from, let's say, from 0. So we stay here, and I started like this. I think this is what we did last time. I think this was the sequence. I'm not sure anymore, but I think this is the last lecture we did. And he asked, how is it possible to do this backward ocho directly from the standing position? Because normally what we do is a side step, the man makes a changing step, and then we change the system. But here, I didn't do it. I did it directly to the right. So how is it possible that I assume that the woman is standing on one leg or the other, because I am not testing where are we standing? I'm not testing it, I'm just doing it. So the question is, how does it happen? And the answer is, when I stay here, officially you have to test where is the weight, okay? I will tell you the official way of doing it, right? But for this, you need to understand first what is the difference between transfer the weight and change the food. I prefer to, I don't like to say most of the times change the weight, because I can change the weight over the weeks and months. But I can transfer my weight. But what I can do when I change is I can change the supporting foot. And these are two different things. So transferring the weight is when I really transfer my weight from the right foot. Let's say I will show it open like this. I transfer the weight from the right to the left, or from the left to the right. So this is the answer for the last question. I think Robert is the name of the tanguero that asked this. So when I transfer the weight, I transfer from the right to the left, from the left to the right, but I am actively moving the full body. I am moving my weight from here to there, from there to there. I'm really moving. So this is what we do at the beginning when we test what is happening with the woman's weight, which standing. She stays here or here, and we transfer the weight together. We do this movement together. Now, the thing is that when I want when I transfer the weight, I actively move the body, but when I change the foot, I change the supporting foot. Which means, for example, my weight is here. Now I transfer the weight to the left foot. But if I change the foot, my weight is here and I never transfer the weight. I just support my body on a different point, but my weight stays here. In this moment, what happens? If I free the right foot, I fall. Okay, so this is the natural consequence of changing the foot to the other side. If I am standing on the left, I change to the right, I change to the left again, but then if I change the supporting point or supporting foot, but my weight stays, and I free this foot, what is going to happen? I'm going to fall. If I show it like this is the natural reaction. So, when we lead this ocho, I actually transfer the weight to the right foot to make her stay on the left. Which means if I show it from this point of view, it's like this. I transfer there, and we move a little bit together. Okay, so what do I do? I transfer the weight to my right foot, and then I rotate, and in the last moment, I change the foot. And thus, we make the backward ocho. But in order to make this happen, you must be aware of transferring the weight and changing the foot. Two different things, right? So I let my weight here, I rotate so that she starts going, and the question of Robert was, I should actually go like this, but I go in cross system. How do I do it? Well, in the last moment, or before that, whenever you want, you support you push to the floor with the left foot. So that the woman is going, but you're pushing here with the left leg to the floor, and then you move to the side. And thus, you change the system from parallel to cross system. So this is the most practical way of doing that. Yes, I say that in the last moment, but I mean, when I have my weight here, if I have my weight here, and I'm pushing to the floor with the other foot, I can push very strong, but I'm not really transferring the weight. So I can already prepare it and push to the floor. I am pushing now, and then I just have to free the other leg. My weight is here, my support is here. I just free the leg, and I move immediately to the side. And this is how I start the backward ocho immediately to the right without having to, let's say, change the system. I just change the foot. And through changing the foot, I change the system. And the ocho is possible at once. All right? So, now.
Also, it's more stable. More stable.
It's also more stable.
More stable, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. To stay with both in the floor and change in the last moment.
Exactly. There are other possibilities. For example, when you transfer the weight here, you are not rotating at all. You can use rotation. When you rotate, you change the system. This is another method. I have a friend, a good friend, who makes it like this. Not like me, like transferring the weight and then supporting in another point and pushing to the floor. This is how I do that. But there's another method like changing the weight, and you can use the rotation. When you rotate, now the woman stays on the left and you two. And she stays on the right and you two, and the little two. And now again with this rotation, and now we're both standing on the left, and then we can start with the backward ocho. You can do that too, but this is for me like too much movement. I try to reduce the movements and this kind of things as much as I can. I prefer the direct leading through other methods, but both are right and both work. Okay, so it depends on what. I don't want to say what looks better, because I am convinced that my version looks better, but it depends on how you want to look like, what you prefer, and how it feels better for you. Sometimes I do things that don't feel that good, but they look better, and I prefer to take this option because I know it looks better. So it depends, it's up to you, right? But both options are right. So now, it's enough for answering this question. Now, we want to start with the topic. And the topic is a fake colgada. This is a colgada that it looks like a colgada, could be done as a colgada, but you can do it also in a variating your axis version that is not really a colgada. In order to do that, we will start with a very simple sequence, which is cross system, 3, sacada, and backward ocho. Nothing else. Very, very simple. So nothing to think much of. Side step, change. 3 in cross system, now go in, and through this kind of sacada, you go to the backward ocho. Very simple. Now, the sacada goes to her leg and resolves naturally to the backward ocho. So what are we going to do now? We are going to change the natural resolution of this impulse, because it's a natural impulse. I mean, I do this and the villa goes back. It's a natural impulse, right? So if I go in here, she goes where? To backward ocho. It's natural. Now, we're going to modify this natural consequence of the Sagrada. We are going to block the right side, which is the close side of the embrace here. We're going to block it, and we're going to let free only the open side of the embrace, so that she steps forward. It's going to be like this. So what I do is I block here, I support with the left hand, and then I let my weight, or I move my body in the direction of the step. Because the movement of my body in the direction of the step is going to give her the direction that I want her to go. So I do the sacada, I block here, I support, and then I move, or I move my body in the direction of the step. So in this moment, we just change the natural direction of the sacada. The natural direction is backward, and through this blocking and supporting and moving in the direction, she's going to step over my foot, and she will go forward. That's it. So this is the modification of a natural pattern. Let's say we have a natural way of dancing. We have a natural consequence of the movement, but then we change this natural this natural movement, the natural flow of the movement. We make a modification so that we get another result. This has to do with the course leading and following secrets. We have always some patterns that we repeat all the time. It's like this. Tango is not as free as everybody says. Tango has structures, patterns. You repeat all the time the same figures. It's like very small pieces of choreography that you put together in different order, and then you create the improvisation. But when you dance tango, you are never any longer creating new moves. It doesn't happen. Okay, it's not real. What you do is you modify moves that already exist, and that way you create some new variation, but always starting from a movement that you already know. And this is what we do here. Now, the natural resolution, let's start here. The natural resolution of the sacada is going backward to backward ochos.
Yes.
The natural resolution, when we modify what we did, should be forward ochos, through blocking and supporting everything, but what makes the movement after? Forward ochos. All right? So, now let's go to the next part. In the next part, you should all know, if you know our YouTube videos, you will know that over years we repeat some sequences, two of them, which are back, side, forward, forward, side, back. Always the same sequence. And these steps repeat over and over and over again. So, we do now the modification of the sacada, and we're going to lead her in this direction, forward, side, back. In this case, I say forward, side, back, but how we do it is a little bit different. Ludmila makes forward, forward, back. Yeah, just in case that you see that Ludmila is walking not really to the side, but more forward. Yes, we do forward, forward, back. All right? So we do sacada, forward, forward, back, and I do nothing else but just accompany the movement, step to the left, change, step to the left, that's it. Alright, and then we can do the backward watches again. So, salida, change system, 3. Sacada, 1, 2, 3. That's it. And here you can do backward watches. Okay? So, if there is, I have to repeat this all the time, and let me check that Instagram is working properly. Yes, it is. Very good. Okay, say hi. Yes. So, I have to say, if you have any questions, this is not for Instagram, but because on Instagram we can't read the comments. But if you have any questions on YouTube, you can write your questions in the chat, and in English, Spanish, German, or Czech too. All 4 languages are welcome. And if you're watching this video after, then you can write a comment in the video, and we're going to answer the question just as we did with Robert. I think it's Robert. Robert's the name. I think I remember the name right. So Robert had a question, and we asked the question at the beginning of this video. So now let's continue. As you see now, what happened is that after this sacada and forward, side or forward, forward, backward, as Ludmila did, we move from the leader's point of view, we move 90 degrees to the left, right? So it starts being a little bit weird because we want to look the milonga direction. So let's do it again. What we did was salida, 3, sacada, and 1, 2, 3. So now I'm dancing facing the camera, but actually I want to make it milonga friendly. Well, we will try to do it even worse. Yes. So let's do it. Let's do it again. Now we're going to try to do it worse. Now, instead of leaving her there, I will try to lead her even more to the left. Forward, forward, back. So as you see, now the situation is even worse because I am not moving 90 degrees to the left, but I am moving 180 degrees to the left. So I am facing exactly the opposite side of the longer direction. And this is, let's say, not good. All right, but we're going to repair this. Let's get accustomed to it first. The only thing that you have to do is to modify the direction. Instead of just pivoting here, I will move my left foot a little bit more backward and rotate stronger. Thus, you reach the 180 degrees in the other direction. Let's compare. This was the first one. 1, 2, 3, and so on. And this is the second one. Colgada. Take a look. I adjust the direction where I step with the left foot. So, next step. Let's do it even worse. Huh? Ludmila wanted to say something.
No. In English.
Ludmila wanted to say I translated. Subscribe to this channel. That's what I wanted to say, Ludmila. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's for free. It costs nothing and you help us to keep doing this. Also write a comment, share the video, and go to UniversiTango.com to get the information of the next live streaming that we're going to do. UniversiTango.com. This is the page. And we have also a new section inside of Tango Expert. This is our premium community. TangoExpert.com. TangoExpert.com. This is our premium community. We have been doing this for over 2 years already, 2.5 years. And we have a new section called the Tango Level Up Routines. Why is this? Because if you want to improve in Tango, actually there's no information problem. Information, there's enough. It's not only our channel with hundreds of videos and video reviews and live streamings and so on. Information is enough outside, enough out there. The problem is not the information, it's the application. So people don't know how to apply the whole information that they get. So they have in their head, they're full of information, but they don't know how to apply it. And we started with a new section in our premium community in TangoExpert.com, which is the Tango Level Up Routines. What we do there is we create practice routines focused only in improvement, which means that watching this routine, the only thing that you have to do is to follow what we say step by step. We focus on movements, on rhythm, and repetitions. And thus, you're going to improve in an exact topic that you want to improve on without your head overloaded of information, without knowing how to apply it. So it's direct application. It's practically how we practice. That's how we practice. It might be that some people think it's not that fun because we are not free improvising. We are focused, practicing one thing with a certain method. And this is what we give you. So if you want to achieve these results, you are going to achieve the same results that we achieve. Because if you do what we do, you're going to get the results that we get. That's simple. And we're creating this for Tango Expert now. We started with this section. We're going to create one routine every single week. So how can you try this? At TangoExpert.com, you can get a 14-day free trial to test and try everything what's inside. If it's for you, you can stay. If it's not for you, you can cancel. It's that simple. But you have 2 weeks to try everything. And inside there, you're going to find the weekly Zoom sessions we did before, the solo tango sessions, guest maestros, musicality training video library, interactive musicality, Charla Tango, the podcast created exclusively for Tango Expert, and now new, the Tango level up routines, getting directly to the point with the goal to improve exactly as we practice. It's not the most fun way, but it's very fast, very focused, and directly with a goal, right? So, and this is what I have to say now. Okay, so let's continue. Let's do this even worse now. So we show you the first variation was 90 degrees to my left. Second variation, it was 180 degrees to my left. Now, we're going to try 270 degrees. This is 3/4 of the initial direction, which is like this. So what do we have to do in order to reach this direction? I have to change the, the direction of my left foot at the moment when I do the sacada. Take a look at the first one. The first one was without pivot. Without pivot, I do the sacada. I just change the angle of my left foot. That's it. I went to the move. For the second one, I change now the direction where I step. I moved it. But I'm still not pivoting on the right foot. Now for this third one, I will add a small pivot on my right foot, which is going to help. So if you see, the more I want to turn, the more elements I need to use. So for this third one, I will apply not only changing the rotation, not only changing the direction, but I will also apply rotation, direction, and pivot. So I am going to turn more. Small pivot, and then I turn more, 270 degrees. Also, think about it. When you are pointing there, this is not the end of your turning possibilities. You can always turn the hips, turn the foot, and take another direction. So, for example, if I am pointing there, it doesn't mean that my side step is going to be there. I can rotate the upper body, rotate the hips, rotate the leg, rotate the foot, and take a side step there. So the original direction of your chest is not the real direction of your movement. If you want to change it, you can change it. Now, we're going to try today to make this, now, I don't want to say even worse. We want to make it good again in order to dance in the same direction where we started. And now comes the final part, which is I'm going to pivot even stronger, and I will try not to go to the side or diagonally backward. I will try to go really backwards. Here. So that at the end, her steps forward, and backward are going around me, not on a line anymore, but more circular around me, in order to step backwards like a 3, exactly in the direction where we started. Right here, side step, side, and take a look. I pivot more, I go back. This is the step that I want to take, back. Mila steps forward. She goes forward again, I change, she goes backward, I go forward. And this is the 3. Exactly the position where we started, exactly the same direction where we started. So what does it mean? It means that this sequence is milonga friendly in case that you have enough space forward to keep dancing. Alright? So let's show the final version once more. 3 and now. 1, 2, 3. Now, I said it is possible also to do this like a Colgada, because we can go a little bit out of the axis and it can look like a Colgada. It can be a Colgada. For example, here we came and it's more like a Colgada. But you don't need to do it like a Colgada. You can just do it very tight in close embrace, just changing positions. You don't need to do more than this. So it doesn't have to be a Colgada. It looks like a Colgada, but we're not really out of the axis. I am just turning fast. Pivoting, going back, rotating. Another thing, use the tension of your left hand. Don't be afraid. Use it. Use it. Don't try to do these things. And it's not going to work good. Just be. How can I say? So be clear with your posture. Your posture. Be clear with your posture, and posture is not only this, right? So posture is being straight. Posture on your shoulders. This is not a good posture. Posture. Posture is also the arms. This is not a good posture. This is a good posture. So be clear with your posture. Everything what you do is a part of your posture. Posture is not only the chest.
Also for the women, yes.
Also for the women.
It's the same.
So I am very clear. Also with the height of the hand, I keep it there. I give her the support. I embrace her with a kind of tension too. So I don't want to let her fly. I want to give her a frame. I want to contain the embrace like this. I don't want to let it fly free. I contain the embrace. I let her know that I know what I'm doing and that I am supporting her body. Remember that many aspects of the leading is a psychological aspect, which means that she's going to dare to do a movement not only because my leading is right, but because she feels safe. If she doesn't feel safe, she's not going to move. But if she feels safe, then she's going to dare to do something that looks dangerous. And in this moment, when I turn fast, she's going to feel it's going to be dangerous. So I give her the real support with the right arm, with the left hand. I contain her so that she feels safe and she dares to do the movement. And this is what I do here. So side step, 3, and we go to the 3. Of course, you can repeat and repeat and repeat the sequence because we go back to the 3 in cross system, which is the same step where we started. If we repeat it, it's going to be, for example, the first time, and here you can jump into the second one immediately because it's like a chain sequence. You can repeat and repeat and repeat the same all the time, right? So guys, I think this time is going to be enough until here. What you need to do now is to practice. Remember, this is another piece of information, things that you can practice and so on, but the information is not the problem. We have hundreds of videos online. There are other tango channels with a lot of information. If you want to find it now, you're going to find it everywhere. You know how I learned? I learned watching videos on YouTube, like almost 20 years ago. There were not many videos online, just few videos. No lessons online. No lessons. Now it's a virus, but there were no lessons. It was really difficult. You know what I did? I tried to copy the movement. I downloaded the videos from YouTube. I recorded myself and I analyzed them with a software that's called VLC, and I reduced the speed of the video. And I compared it with my video just to see what is this dancer doing, why it looks so good, and what I am doing wrong. Why does it look so bad when I dance it? And I tried to analyze this part. This is how I learned tango. Nowadays, you have everything what you want. Everything is outside there for free. You can do whatever you want. But people don't do it because they want everything fast. Well, Since we know how it works, we created the Tango level up routines because we know that learning from watching videos is possible. So that's why we created this in Tango Expert, tangoexpert.com. You can try it for free, and we're going to start doing it once a week. Once a week, no live streamings every week as before. We're going to live stream too on Zoom for this premium community, but we're going to create this new section because it's actually the best way to improve fast, right? So if you think it's not possible to learn through video, it is possible. I did it like this, and everything what I learned through video, I transmitted it to Ludmila.
Yeah.
So she is the result of my learning through video, right? So, guys, thank you very much for being here again. Remember also to go to UniversiTango.com and to join our free email list so that you get notified when we do the next live stream. Until then, have a nice week and see you next week in another live streaming. You want to say something else? No? Bye bye.
See you, bye bye.
Bye.
Hasta la próxima.
Hasta la próxima. Y ahora dile.